Have you ever wondered what matters as you grow older? As we age, life presents us with unique challenges, but also incredible opportunities for growth, fulfillment, and peace. Yet, many people reach their later years without truly understanding what they need to do to live their best life. What if I told you that 7 powerful pieces of advice could transform the way you experience your golden years? These aren't just feel-good tips. These are essential lessons that could help you live with more purpose, dignity, and clarity, no matter your age. Now, before you scroll away, let me explain why you should stick around for the entire video. The truths I'm about to share might challenge your beliefs, but they have the power to help you break free from illusions that could be holding you back. You might even discover life-changing insights that allow you to embrace aging with a renewed sense of freedom and joy. If you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, this isn't just advice on how to survive your later years, it's about how to truly thrive. Imagine knowing how to build stronger relationships, protect your peace, and even take control of your emotional and financial health. These lessons will not only give you the tools to make better decisions, but they'll also help you look back on your life with less regret and more gratitude. By watching this video until the end, you'll understand how to maintain your autonomy, embrace new opportunities, and ensure your emotional and mental well-being. If you're ready to live your final chapters with purpose, keep watching. The next few minutes might just change how you think about growing older and help you live a richer, more fulfilling life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. The first piece of advice, and perhaps the most important, is never trust blindly those who come into your life. As we grow older, the complexities of life begin to change. Time moves faster, and the spaces between moments can feel emptier and quieter. Loneliness, once a distant companion, can often become an uninvited guest, sitting at your table, filling the silence with its unsettling presence. The longing for connection, for true companionship, becomes stronger as the years wear on. It's a natural yearning to seek out others, to share your stories, to find someone who truly understands, and in the process, you may become more vulnerable than you realize. The desire for meaningful relationships is part of being human, and it's a beautiful thing to want to open your heart to others. Yet, there lies a difficult truth that must be faced. Not everyone who comes into your life does so with good intentions. Sadly, some individuals see vulnerability not as a reason to offer help, but as an opportunity to exploit. They are the ones who sense when you are at your weakest, like predators who circle the wounded. These individuals have mastered the art of gaining trust, offering support, and weaving stories of care and concern that feel real. Until, of course, their hidden motives come to the surface. And when those motives are fulfilled, they vanish, leaving only emptiness in their wake. Take a moment to think. Have you ever experienced the sudden appearance of someone during your darkest days? It's as if these people come out of nowhere, as if they can smell your pain, your sorrow, your need for someone to lean on. In those vulnerable moments, their words and actions may feel like a balm to your aching soul. They listen attentively, offer comforting words, and promise to stand by you, unwavering. Their care seems genuine, their concern so palpable that it fills the void in your heart. But then, once the storm in your life begins to settle, when the weight you carried seems lighter, these same people begin to fade away. They disappear, almost imperceptibly at first, and before long, you realize they are no longer present in your life at all. The connection that once felt so vital suddenly feels shallow, and you're left wondering, why did they leave? Why now, when I no longer need them the way I once did? It's a hard truth to accept, but the reality is that many of these individuals were not motivated by kindness or the desire to truly help. They were, instead, motivated by their own needs, desires, or personal gain. These people, in truth, do not care about your well-being, your happiness, or your future. They simply see an opportunity for themselves. Whether that's financial gain, access to resources, or the simple pleasure of having power and control over someone who is struggling. They might ask for a small favor at first, and before you know it, they've turned that favor into a long-term drain on your time, energy, and even your finances. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It is painful to admit, but the truth is that excessive trust, especially trust given too freely, can open the door to emotional manipulation, psychological abuse, and even financial exploitation. Those who appear during your most difficult times may not have any true interest in your well-being. Instead, they are there to gain something from you. Something you may not even realize you are offering until it's too late. And once they've extracted what they came for, they are gone, leaving you to grapple with the consequences of your misplaced trust. You might find yourself feeling used, abandoned, or even betrayed, with a lingering sense that you have been emotionally drained, leaving you weaker than before. But let me be clear, this is not a call for you to shut yourself off from the world, to become suspicious of every person who enters your life. Life without connection, without love and compassion, is not life at all. To isolate yourself from others is to rob yourself of the very experiences that make life meaningful. What this advice truly means is that you must develop wisdom, discernment, and awareness in how you connect with others. It's not about building walls around your heart or casting aside everyone who comes your way, but rather learning how to recognize who is worthy of your trust and who is not. The key to protecting yourself is not in rejection but in boundaries. Learning to set boundaries. Knowing when to say no, when to protect your peace, when to guard your time, energy, and emotional resources, is essential. Understanding that not everyone is entitled to access your deepest self, to occupy your emotional space, or to demand your attention is empowering. As you grow in your wisdom, you will come to recognize that you deserve relationships built on mutual respect, genuine care, and shared values. And, conversely, you will learn to identify when others only seek to take from you, when their involvement in your life is more about their needs than about offering something real to you. Trust is a precious gift. It is one of the most valuable aspects of a relationship, yet it is something that must be given wisely. Trust cannot be handed out like a casual offering. It must be earned, demonstrated, and, most importantly, respected. You are the keeper of your emotional well-being, your dignity, and your peace. And it's your responsibility to decide who is worthy of your trust and who is simply seeking to exploit your vulnerabilities for their gain. As you get older, the value of emotional peace, financial security, and self-respect becomes more and more apparent. These are the treasures of a life well lived. These are the things that make life worthwhile, the moments of quiet joy, the comfort of true companionship, and the knowledge that you have protected yourself from harm. The lessons learned along the way, the wisdom gained through trial and error, and the ability to recognize when you are being taken advantage of will help you avoid the pitfalls that so many fall into as they age. You don't have to look back with regret. Instead, you can look forward to a future filled with empowered choices and enriching relationships. The older we get, the more valuable these aspects of life become, and it's essential to guard them with everything we have. Over time, we come to understand that the art of trusting wisely is not just a skill, it's a necessity. It is about striking the balance between openness and self-protection, between generosity of spirit and discernment of character. It's about choosing to embrace others while remaining grounded in your sense of self-worth. It's about finding joy in relationships that are real and enriching, not in those that drain you and leave you feeling empty. Above all, remember this. You deserve relationships that nourish you, not those that exploit you. You deserve connections that are built on trust, kindness, and respect. You are worthy of love and companionship that uplifts you, not those that leave you feeling exhausted, betrayed, or diminished. It is your right to protect your heart, honor your boundaries, and walk through life with peace of mind, knowing that the people who share your journey are those who cherish you, not those who seek to take from you. In the end, self-care is not selfish. It is a fundamental act of respect for the life you have lived and the wisdom you have gained. Your heart, your time, your energy, and your dignity are precious, and they deserve to be protected with every ounce of your being. The second piece of advice is simple but powerful. Don't cling to the past. Time has this beautiful yet relentless way of moving forward, carrying us with it whether we're ready or not. As the years go by, it's only natural for us to look back, to reflect on the roads we've traveled, the choices we made, the opportunities we missed, and the people we've lost along the way. Sometimes, it feels as if the weight of these reflections could drown us. We wonder about the what-ifs and the could-haves, the moments that slipped away like sand through our fingers. We think about the relationships that faded, the dreams that were never realized, and the heartaches that never healed. There are those deep, aching moments when we long to turn back time, to undo the mistakes, to relive the joy, to heal the wounds. But the harsh reality is this: if we continue to dwell in the past, we are robbing ourselves of the opportunity to fully embrace the present. The past, as much as it may shape who we are, is a place that no longer exists. Holding on to it revisiting it again and again, is like shackling ourselves to a version of life that is no longer available to us. The past is not a place where we can live, at least not for long. It's like carrying an invisible boulder, a weight so heavy it presses down on our chest, making it harder and harder to move forward. And as we carry that weight, we miss out on the richness of the here and now, the moments right in front of us, waiting to be seized. The past is not meant to be a prison. It's a chapter in the book of your life, but it does not define the entire story. You are the author of your narrative, and the beauty of your life lies in the pages yet to be written. It's easy to convince ourselves that our memories, whether filled with joy, sorrow, love, or regret, are the essence of who we are. We hold on to them as if they are the only thing that truly defines us. We treat them like treasures, even though some of those memories may be laced with pain, regret, or shame. We cling to them because they feel familiar, even if they hurt. After all, they've become part of our identity. But let me offer you this perspective. The past does not need to be your cage. While it's true that your experiences, both good and bad, have shaped the person you are today, they do not own you. They do not control your present or future. You are not bound by the person you were yesterday, and the person you are today is not a prisoner to the choices or mistakes of the past. The beauty of life and you is that you have the power to evolve. The past was just a moment that served its purpose, but now you stand in the present amid endless possibilities. And here's the most empowering truth. The present moment is all you can truly control. You can't change what's already been. You can't undo the things that have been said, the paths that have already been walked. What you can do, however, is decide how you respond. Every choice you make today shapes the direction of your tomorrow. Holding on to the past, endlessly revisiting the memories of what you've lost, does nothing to change your future. Instead, it clouds your vision, leaving you stuck in the past, unable to see the opportunities that are right in front of you. Life is constantly moving forward, relentlessly progressing with or without us. And when we stay fixated on the past, we risk missing out on the beautiful experiences and relationships that are waiting to be discovered. When you cling to old wounds, old joys, or past regrets, you create a barrier that prevents new experiences from entering your life. The present moment is all that exists. The now is the only thing that you can touch, feel, and shape. The future is built on the choices you make right now. And when you hold on to what's already gone, you deny yourself the chance to create something new, to form new bonds, to find new passions. The only real power you have is in how you choose to respond to the past. You can choose to mourn what's lost, or you can choose to move forward and create a future that is rich with new experiences and memories that will someday become your past, and shape the person you will become. Letting go of the past requires courage, yes. It requires strength and vulnerability, and it can feel like shedding a part of yourself that you've known for so long. But it is an essential step toward living a life that is fully awake and fully alive. When you let go of the past, you free yourself from the chains that keep you anchored to old mistakes, old hurts, and even old triumphs that no longer serve you. It's about allowing yourself the freedom to experience life without the constant shadow of yesterday hanging over you. There is profound liberation in this. You can start fresh, right now, with all the wisdom you've gained from your experiences, but unburdened by the emotional baggage that can weigh you down. For many, the later years of life hold the greatest potential for freedom, peace, and joy. But this freedom can only be realized if you allow yourself to release the grip of what's behind you. It's in those years that you can truly begin to experience life unencumbered by the expectations of others or the weight of missed opportunities. Time does not slow down for anyone. Every single day, every new morning is a gift, an opportunity to live with purpose, to experience joy, to build meaningful connections, and to live in alignment with your truest self. You can choose to let go of the things that no longer serve you, and in doing so, you open yourself up to the beauty of the present and the infinite potential of the future. Let the past be just that, the past. Step forward into today, into tomorrow, with a heart full of hope and a spirit ready to embrace the adventures yet to unfold. Life is waiting for you. Don't let it slip away. The third piece of advice is crucial for those who want to live their later years with serenity and purpose. Never, ever underestimate the immense power and value of nurturing your mental and emotional health. When we are younger, it's far too easy to overlook the importance of our mental and emotional well-being. We get swept up in the relentless cycle of life, the demands of our jobs, family commitments, social obligations, and the constant rush of daily activities. In the hustle of our youthful years, it can feel as though our mental and emotional states are something we can always rely on, something we don't have to think about too much. But as the years pass and we grow older, we come to realize that this assumption was a grave mistake. As we age, our inner world, the very heart of who we are, becomes even more critical, and the state of our mental and emotional health profoundly influences every aspect of our lives. Our physical bodies may change, but it's our minds and hearts that will carry us through the challenging and beautiful chapters of life. In our younger years, we often focus our attention primarily on maintaining our physical health. Doctor's visits, regular checkups, exercise routines, medications, and all the actions we take to ensure we stay physically fit. These things are important, of course. But there's a subtle trap here. When we shift all of our energy toward physical health, we often forget that emotional and mental well-being deserves equal, if not more, care. We become so fixated on keeping our bodies strong that we neglect the silent but incredibly significant forces that shape how we experience our lives. Our thoughts, emotions, and mental clarity. This neglect doesn't happen intentionally, but it often happens quietly, over time, as life's demands overwhelm us. Yet, we must be vigilant in understanding that our mental and emotional health can directly shape how we experience and navigate each day, particularly as we grow older. As we enter our later years, we begin to face deeper, more profound life changes that we can't ignore. The process of aging is inevitable, but it comes with its own set of emotional challenges that require our immediate attention. We may begin to lose the people we love. Their absence may leave a hollow space in our hearts that can never truly be filled. The death of friends, family, or beloved pets can bring grief so profound that it feels like the world itself has shifted beneath our feet. Suddenly, there's a space in our lives where love, companionship, and connection once thrived. It's in these moments of loss that we are reminded just how fragile our emotional state can be. We may find ourselves overwhelmed with feelings of isolation and sadness, as if we've been cast adrift in an ocean of grief with no way to navigate the storm. At the same time, retirement can stir a deep crisis of identity and purpose. After decades of dedicating ourselves to our careers, our professional achievements, and the roles we've played within our families and communities, we might ask ourselves, who am I now? What happens when the things that gave us our identity, our work, our role in society, our responsibilities, are suddenly no longer there? These questions can become a quiet but constant hum in the background of our lives, urging us to find new meaning and new purpose, even as we struggle to fill the space left by the roles we've lost. For many of us, this existential shift can be accompanied by profound emotional turmoil. The pain of loss, the disorienting nature of change, the pressure of adapting to new circumstances, and the overwhelming feeling of being disconnected from the vibrant life we once knew. These emotional storms can lead to a deep sense of sadness, anxiety, and even depression. If we ignore these emotions or dismiss them as just another part of aging, they can grow into something much more damaging. Something that steals our ability to embrace life with joy and fulfillment. We may begin to feel as though we have nothing left to give, nothing to look forward to. But this mindset is not the end. It is the beginning of an emotional journey that, with care and attention, can lead to healing and growth. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. This is why it is critical to treat your mental and emotional health with the same urgency and respect that you give to your physical well-being. Just as we schedule doctor's visits, take medication, and follow fitness routines to protect our physical bodies, we must take proactive steps to safeguard our emotional state. It's all too easy to tell ourselves that we can push through, to think that time will heal everything, or that it's just part of getting old. But this mindset is deeply harmful. Suppressing emotional pain, pushing feelings aside, and denying the importance of mental health can turn small emotional struggles into large, insurmountable obstacles. We must remember that emotions are not weaknesses. They are the indicators of our inner world. When we ignore them, we allow them to fester, and they can grow into emotional storms that threaten to overwhelm us. Treating mental and emotional health with the same care and attention as physical health is not just wise. It's essential to a thriving, fulfilling life. One of the most profound steps we can take to protect our emotional health is to reach out for help when needed. There is no shame in seeking support. It is an act of incredible strength and self-compassion. Therapy and counseling provide a safe, confidential space to explore difficult feelings and gain the clarity and support we need to heal. Speaking with a trained professional allows us to unravel complex emotions and create practical coping strategies for dealing with them. There is no shame in seeking the support you deserve. On the contrary, it is a courageous, transformative choice. Support groups are also a powerful resource, especially when we realize that others are walking similar paths. There is comfort and strength in knowing we are not alone in our struggles. Sometimes, just hearing someone else's story or sharing our own can lighten the load and provide a sense of relief. Connection with others is a lifeline, whether it's with family, close friends, or peers who understand the unique challenges of aging. These relationships can provide deep emotional nourishment, offering a sense of belonging and a reminder that we still have much to give, much to offer, and much to love. Another incredibly powerful tool is keeping our minds actively engaged. As the saying goes, use it or lose it. Just as our bodies require exercise to stay strong, our minds need to be stimulated to stay sharp and clear. Engaging in activities that challenge the brain, whether it's reading, learning new skills, picking up new hobbies, or volunteering, can ignite a sense of purpose and joy that revitalizes the spirit. The mind is a powerful tool, and nurturing it through lifelong learning helps to preserve our mental clarity, giving us the ability to navigate life's challenges with greater strength and resilience. Moreover, pursuing activities that bring you genuine joy, whether it's painting, gardening, playing an instrument, or participating in a community project, can provide not only intellectual stimulation but also emotional fulfillment. These hobbies and passions nurture our hearts, offering a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that boosts our self-worth. They help us connect to the world around us, providing emotional grounding and a sense of joy that ripples out to everyone we encounter. At the end of the day, it is critical to understand that taking care of your mental and emotional health is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Just as we invest time and energy in our physical health, we must give equal, if not more, attention to our emotional health. Without this balance, we risk losing the very foundation that allows us to enjoy life and make the most of our later years. By nurturing both our mental and physical well-being, we equip ourselves with the strength, resilience, and optimism necessary to face the challenges of aging. Your thoughts, emotions, and mental clarity shape the world you experience, and therefore, they are the powerful forces that determine the overall quality of your life. So, take the time, right now, to invest in your emotional well-being. Treat your mind and heart with the care, respect, and patience they deserve. In doing so, you are laying the groundwork for your later years to be filled with deeper peace, joy, and an enduring resilience that will help you navigate the inevitable challenges with grace and optimism. The care you give yourself today will shape the person you are tomorrow. Take it to heart. Your emotional health is not just a part of your life, it is your life. Make it your priority, and your later years will be enriched with purpose, love, and peace. The fourth piece of advice is fundamental to maintaining dignity and self-respect. Never let others dictate your choices. As the years pass, it's almost inevitable that family members, friends, and even society will begin to assume they know what's best for you. They may offer unsolicited advice about where you should live, how you should spend your time, or even how you should manage your finances. While many of these individuals have the best intentions and genuinely care about your well-being, their guidance can sometimes be suffocating, pushing aside your unique desires, needs, and personal preferences. In certain situations, especially concerning health or safety, their input may be necessary and even life-saving. However, in the vast majority of instances, it's vital to preserve the autonomy that allows you to make decisions that directly affect the course of your life. The wealth of wisdom you've gathered over the years, the countless lessons learned, and the profound self-awareness you've cultivated are invaluable treasures that should never be overshadowed or disregarded. When you allow others to take the reins of your life and make decisions on your behalf, it can trigger an overwhelming sense of losing control, of being adrift in a sea of other people's expectations. This relinquishing of control not only undermines your sense of independence, but can also inflict deep wounds on your self-esteem, eroding the confidence that comes from knowing that your choices reflect who you truly are. Your life, at this stage, is yours to live according to your terms, not according to the wishes or projections of others. Whether you choose to remain in the comfort of your own home, embrace new adventures, or decide how to manage your finances, these choices are yours to make, and no one else's. Don't allow the fear of disappointing others or the oppressive weight of societal expectations to silence your inner voice. Sometimes, saying no is a powerful and necessary act of self-preservation. Setting firm, yet respectful, boundaries and asserting your needs with confidence are not just important, they are vital acts of self-respect. You have every right to navigate your later years in a way that aligns with your deepest values and desires, without being coerced into conforming to someone else's vision of what's best for you. When you respect your wishes, you send a profound message to yourself and the world that you are still the sovereign ruler of your own life, no matter your age. By standing firm in your decisions, you don't just protect your dignity, you safeguard your very essence. Your autonomy and self-respect are not negotiable. This is your life to live, and by asserting your authority over it, you reaffirm the truth that you are the only one who can truly know what is best for you. In doing so, you not only honor yourself, but you also teach those around you the importance of respecting the sovereignty of others, no matter their age or circumstances. The fifth piece of advice is crucial to ensure you live your later years with peace and security. Never, ever underestimate the profound and life-altering importance of financial planning. A thoughtfully designed and well-organized financial strategy does far more than just ensure that you can maintain your material comfort. It becomes the lifeline that supports your independence, shields you from financial vulnerability, and preserves your dignity as you age. As we grow older, the complexities of managing finances tend to escalate, making it more essential than ever to approach this matter with careful forethought and thoughtful deliberation. With the natural decline in income that often accompanies the later years of life, paired with the rising costs of healthcare, housing, and other essential needs, the need for a comprehensive financial plan becomes even more critical. A lack of foresight in this area can lead to overwhelming stress, reliance on others, or even the painful realization that you are unable to fully enjoy the later stages of life because of financial strain. When we discuss financial planning, we must remember that it is not merely about saving for a rainy day. It's about making sure that the future, no matter what it may bring, doesn't catch you unprepared. A well-thought-out plan should include several key elements that are vital for financial security. This begins with a deep and careful management of your savings, ensuring that every penny is accounted for, wisely invested, and protected. This also means conducting a thorough review of your investments, whether they be in the stock market, real estate, or other ventures, to make sure they align with your current needs and future goals. Above all, it is essential to establish a solid emergency fund, one that is large enough to handle the unpredictable costs that life so often presents. Medical emergencies, home repairs, or other unforeseen expenses can occur without warning, and having an emergency fund can make all the difference in maintaining both your financial and emotional well-being during these times of stress. Too many people enter their later years without a solid financial foundation, often finding themselves dependent on others or forced to make difficult and emotionally draining decisions that could diminish their quality of life. It's heartbreaking to witness the growing number of older adults who find themselves prey to financial fraud, targeted by scammers who seek to exploit their vulnerability. The elderly are among the most common targets for financial abuse, making it all the more crucial to remain vigilant. It's all too easy to fall for schemes or rush into financial decisions that seem too good to be true. However, remember, you are never alone in this. Take the time to reflect, resist the pressure to make decisions quickly, and always seek out trusted financial advisors who can offer wise counsel. Having a professional by your side to guide you through this process ensures that your resources are managed with utmost security and consideration for your future. An equally important part of financial planning, though often overlooked, is determining the fate of your assets after you pass on. While it may feel overwhelming or even uncomfortable to contemplate what will happen after you are gone, preparing for this inevitable reality is a crucial step in ensuring that your wishes are respected, your legacy is honored, and your family is spared from unnecessary heartache and confusion. Creating a will, organizing your legal affairs, and making arrangements for the distribution of your estate are all important steps toward ensuring that your intentions are clear and carried out without complication. When these matters are addressed early, it provides both you and your loved ones with clarity and peace of mind. By organizing your affairs now, you offer your family the gift of simplicity and security during what could otherwise be a tumultuous and emotionally challenging time. While no one wants to dwell on the inevitable, organizing your financial and legal matters in advance grants both you and your loved ones a sense of peace and reassurance that can be a true comfort in the years to come. It's a way of leaving behind a legacy that isn't just defined by wealth, but by the wisdom, care, and thoughtfulness with which you've arranged your affairs. Ultimately, this level of planning gives you the freedom to live your life now, without the worry that a lack of foresight could place unnecessary burdens on those you leave behind. By planning, you ensure that your life remains your own to live and enjoy, with the knowledge that you are doing everything in your power to protect your loved ones from future burdens. Financial planning isn't simply about managing your money. It's about securing your freedom, The kind of freedom that lets you live your life confidently and with joy, regardless of the challenges that aging may bring. By taking control of your financial future today, you are investing in your emotional and psychological well-being tomorrow. Financial uncertainty can cast a heavy shadow over your life, making it difficult to savor the moments that matter most. But with a clear, thoughtful financial strategy in place, you free yourself from the heavy burden of worry, and you open yourself up to the fullness of life. This means that, when the time comes, you can focus on what truly matters: your health, your relationships, your inner peace, and your overall well-being. You can embrace each day with the comfort of knowing that your future is secure, and you're free to cherish the things that matter most. Financial planning allows you to remain present in the lives of those you love, to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, and to make the most of every precious moment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In the end, financial planning is so much more than an exercise in managing money. It's an investment in your freedom, your peace of mind, and your ability to live the life you deserve. It's about ensuring that, as you age, you will be free from the anxiety of financial insecurity, empowered to focus on the things that truly bring joy and fulfillment. It's about giving yourself the gift of living life fully, surrounded by the love of those who matter most, with the freedom to enjoy every chapter of your life with confidence, peace, and unshakable security. The 6th piece of advice is essential for anyone wishing to maintain a balanced and satisfying life in old age. Do not isolate yourself from the world around you. As the years pass, it's a natural part of life for relationships to ebb and flow. Some people drift away due to changes in life circumstances. Others may pass on, and sometimes, we retreat inward as the years accumulate. But there's a quiet danger in allowing this gradual withdrawal to dominate our lives. Isolation, though often subtle in its approach, can steal our vitality and rob us of the richness that human connections bring. While it may feel like a natural consequence of aging, the emotional and physical toll of isolation can be far more devastating than we realize. The truth is this: staying connected is not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. It is what sustains our mental, emotional, and even physical health. Social connections are not simply nice to have, they are the heartbeat of a healthy, vibrant life. When we begin to isolate ourselves, we put ourselves at risk of falling into a dangerous, spiraling cycle of loneliness. This isn't just about feeling a bit blue or disconnected. It's about the deep, soul-crushing ache of loneliness that seeps into your bones, leaving you feeling adrift and unseen. Loneliness isn't just an emotion. It's a slow, insidious poison that wears away at your sense of self-worth, your happiness, and your overall quality of life. It chips away at your joy, clouds your thoughts with negativity, and can even trigger debilitating mental health issues like anxiety and depression. Left unchecked, loneliness becomes a silent thief that steals the beauty of our days and diminishes our sense of purpose. It's incredibly important to acknowledge this reality, and to fight against it by staying actively engaged with others. This means we must make a conscious effort to seek out social interactions. We have to reach out, take part in community events, join clubs, engage in hobbies that excite us, and volunteer for causes that stir something deeply meaningful within us. The act of volunteering, in particular, is not only a way to connect with others but also a way to invest back into the world, to contribute to something greater than ourselves. In giving, we receive more than we can imagine. Volunteering provides a deep, profound sense of purpose and belonging, reminding us that we still have much to offer and much to give. By connecting with others in this meaningful way, we find ourselves enriched, both emotionally and spiritually. The relationships we form through such acts of kindness and service often become some of the most rewarding and enduring of our lives. Never underestimate the immense power of cultivating new friendships or rekindling old ones. Even the simplest moments of interaction, a shared cup of tea, a warm, knowing glance, or an unexpected phone call, can have an incredibly profound effect on our emotional well-being. These small, seemingly insignificant exchanges are the very threads that weave the fabric of a fulfilled life. They remind us that we are not alone, that we matter, and that we are worthy of love and connection. In the world today, technology offers us an incredibly powerful tool to stay connected with those we care about, even if they are miles away. Video calls, instant messages, and social media platforms can help us bridge the gaps that distance or physical limitations sometimes create. In a world where we can feel so disconnected, technology becomes a lifeline, a way to nurture and maintain our relationships even when meeting in person isn't always feasible. But this isn't just about using technology to fill the gaps. It's about understanding the value of real, meaningful relationships. A life filled with social connections doesn't require us to be surrounded by people all the time. What truly matters is the quality of those relationships, the depth, sincerity, and joy that they bring. It's about having relationships that lift us, that offer support in times of need, and that bring genuine happiness to our hearts. It's not the number of people in your life that makes it meaningful, but the number of people who truly matter, who make you feel understood, loved, and appreciated. Quality is always far more important than quantity. As we age, it becomes even more important to focus on these authentic, fulfilling connections. Relationships that bring comfort, peace, and stability, no matter the age. Aging gracefully and joyfully requires us to keep these bonds strong, even as our bodies may change. It means remaining open to new relationships and new experiences that continue to enrich our lives. Age should never be seen as a barrier to connection. It should be seen as an opportunity to embrace even deeper, more meaningful relationships. Ones that transcend the superficial and touch the very core of our humanity. By remaining open to the people and experiences around us, we invite new sources of joy and vitality into our lives, regardless of the number of years we've lived. Isolation is a thief that steals away the beauty of life, the sense of connection, and the deep well of joy that human relationships provide. Don't let it steal your spark. Reach out. Engage. The world is still full of opportunities to connect, and you have so much to give. The relationships you build today will continue to shape your happiness and fulfillment for years to come, becoming the foundation of a more vibrant, connected, and meaningful life as you grow older. This leads us seamlessly into the seventh piece of advice, one that might seem surprising, but is equally crucial to maintaining a healthy and balanced life. Don't masturbate every day. While it's perfectly normal and natural for sexual expression to be part of a healthy lifestyle, moderation is key, especially as we grow older. Masturbation, when practiced in balance, can offer relief and provide a sense of well-being. However, excessive indulgence can quickly become a source of physical and mental strain. Just like with any habit, it's crucial to maintain a healthy balance, one that respects your body's natural rhythms. Overdoing it can take a toll on your energy, your emotional state, and even your ability to form meaningful connections with others. Finding that balance is not just important, it's essential for maintaining overall health and vitality. Remember, true well-being isn't just about physical release, but about honoring your body's needs and keeping all aspects of your life in harmony. Balance, moderation, and mindfulness are the keys to living a life that remains rich, fulfilling, and deeply connected to both yourself and the world around you. The seventh and final piece of advice is this. As long as you are alive, there is always something new to explore and discover. The beauty of life lies in its endless potential for growth and transformation, and this holds at every age. Too often, society places limitations on what we can achieve or learn as we grow older, but the truth is that the thirst for knowledge, the desire to explore, and the passion to evolve should never be extinguished by the passing of time. Age is not a barrier, it's a gateway. There is always room to expand your mind, uncover new interests, and embrace the unknown, no matter how many years you've lived. Whether it's learning a new skill, delving into a subject you've never considered before, or adopting a new way of thinking, the journey of learning is endlessly enriching. Many people mistakenly believe that learning is only for the young, that once you've reached a certain age, your brain has already been molded, and you're stuck in your ways. But nothing could be further from the truth. The ability to learn is one of the most profound gifts you possess, and it is not confined to any stage of life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and there's always something new to explore, something waiting to be discovered. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, exploring a foreign language, diving into a piece of art, or reading a book that stirs your soul. Each discovery, no matter how small, adds another layer of richness to your life and contributes to the vibrant, ongoing experience of being fully alive. Learning, quite simply, is the soul's way of growing. It allows us to feel alive and engaged, no matter the chapter of life we're in. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your time for growth has passed, but this mindset will only limit you. Your potential is not dictated by your age, it's dictated by your willingness to keep your mind open. So often, we tell ourselves we're too old to try something new, or that we've already mastered all we need to know. But to stop learning is to stop living. The pursuit of knowledge keeps us sharp, curious, and connected to the ever-changing world around us. In fact, for those in later stages of life, learning can be even more rewarding and fulfilling. When we embrace the joy of learning later in life, it allows us to rediscover a childlike wonder, that excitement and curiosity that makes us feel like we're experiencing the world anew. There's no limit to what you can achieve if you decide to keep growing. Learning can be transformative in so many ways. It can help keep your mind engaged and your heart connected to the world, helping you to find meaning in places you never thought possible. It encourages a sense of personal accomplishment and can give you the courage to take risks that lead to new adventures. Whether you choose to take up a musical instrument, explore a new language, dive into online courses, or commit to reading regularly, these small acts of learning will not only keep your mind active but also bring a sense of emotional fulfillment that is incredibly enriching. The pride of mastering something new, of conquering a challenge that once seemed impossible, can reignite a sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment in ways you never thought possible. As we grow older, the need for continual learning becomes even more profound. It's what keeps us adaptable, which is one of the most important qualities as we face the changes that inevitably come with age. Life is constantly evolving, and being able to adapt to those changes, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, ensures that we can maintain our independence, our vitality, and our sense of joy in the process. The world does not stop changing, and neither should we. We must remain open, flexible, and curious, for that is the key to living a vibrant and fulfilling life. And the beauty of it is, the more you learn, the more you feel alive, and that is something no age can take away from you. Curiosity should always be a driving force in your life. Never stop asking questions. Never stop seeking deeper understanding. The world is full of mystery and beauty, and the pursuit of knowledge is your passport to experience that beauty more fully. Growth is not just about acquiring facts, it's about connecting to the world around you in a deeper, more meaningful way. As you continue to discover, you'll find that your perspective shifts, and you begin to see the world through a lens of infinite possibility and wonder. Life, as you know it, will not become something static or dull. It will remain rich with potential, filled with the excitement of new experiences. As we age, it's important to acknowledge that not only do our bodies change, but our emotional and psychological needs evolve too. Our desires, our motivations, and the ways we seek pleasure may shift, especially as hormonal changes come into play. For some, this might lead to behaviors that are not as productive or fulfilling as they could be. One example is frequent masturbation, which, when it becomes a compulsive cycle, can sometimes indicate an emotional need for immediate relief. While it may offer short-term satisfaction, this behavior can interfere with other aspects of life. It can disturb your sleep, drain your energy, and even damage the intimate connections you share with others. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. What many people don't realize is that excessive masturbation can also decrease sexual sensitivity, making it harder to experience the joy and intimacy that we truly crave. This is why it's essential to reflect on the underlying reasons for such behaviors. Why do you feel the need to rely on this action to feel better? What emotional gaps is it attempting to fill? If daily masturbation has become a habit, it's time to explore more holistic ways of meeting your emotional and physical needs. Practices like meditation, physical exercise, engaging in new hobbies, or simply connecting more deeply with others socially can help restore balance and fulfillment to your life. By finding healthier outlets for emotional release, you'll begin to see the world and your relationships in a whole new light. Maintaining balance in life is critical. It's not just about what you add to your routine, it's about what you choose to focus your energy on. Balance directs your energy toward activities that nourish you and help you grow emotionally, mentally, and physically, rather than toward instant gratification. The key to a healthy, vibrant life at any age is moderation. Just as your body requires rest, variety, and nourishment to stay healthy, your emotional and sexual health also requires moderation. This doesn't mean giving up on pleasure. It means finding the right balance that supports your overall well-being. By cultivating moderation, you can find a rhythm that both respects your body and provides you with the satisfaction you crave. In the end, the goal is to live a life that is full, satisfying, and aligned with your overall well-being. Every choice you make today should be a step toward living a vibrant, meaningful, and fulfilling life. And so, here they are, 7 powerful pieces of advice that can truly help you lead a more enriched, joyful existence in your 70s and beyond. I hope with all my heart that you've gained some valuable insights into how to approach your health, happiness, and relationships as you age. Remember, it's not about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years. With this knowledge, I hope you will embrace each day with a renewed sense of purpose, growth, and an unquenchable desire to keep learning, loving, and experiencing all the wonders life has to offer. As we wrap up today's video, I want to take a moment to reflect on all that we've discussed. From the endless possibilities of learning at any stage of life to the importance of maintaining balance in your emotional and physical health, there is so much to take away from today's message. What have you learned so far? What insights or pieces of advice stood out to you the most? I encourage you to comment below and share one thing that resonated with you, something you will take with you and bring into practice in your life. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on our latest content. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep embracing life with all its beauty and possibilities.